Manchester United, one of the most famous and storied football clubs in the world, has been known as a symbol of great success under the leadership of Sir Alex Ferguson. He not only brought the team a series of prestigious titles, but also turned Manchester United into a global icon where passion and pride blend into a boundless force. 2024 has marked an important turning point in the club's history when control was transferred to Ineos, led by Sir Jim Ratcliffe. This transfer opened a new chapter, full of challenges and opportunities for Manchester United, but also brought unexpected changes. One of the most shocking decisions was that Ineos cut Sir Alex Ferguson's ambassadorial role, which not only demonstrated the group's pragmatism, but also marked a strong transformation of Manchester United in an increasingly commercialized football world. What makes Manchester United so special and unmistakable is the unique identity they have built over more than a century. From the vibrant red shirt, a symbol of strength and pride, to the Old Trafford Stadium known as the Theatre of Dream, where countless memories and emotions are held by fans. The legends who have worn the legendary number 7 shirt, such as George Best, Eric Cantona, or Cristiano Ronaldo, have not only left their mark on the pitch, but also become cultural icons, a source of pride for generations of fans. All of these elements create an unmistakable identity of Manchester United, a club that will always live on in the hearts of fans despite the ups and downs of modern football. In the context of current changes, fans hope that the core values and fighting spirit of the team will be preserved and developed, helping Manchester United to continue to shine on the world stage. But these elements are more than just image or tradition. They are the crystallization of deep cultural values, a resilient fighting spirit, and above all, the strong bond between the club and its fans over decades. The love for Manchester United is more than just a passion for football. It is an integral part of life, a pride that every fan always carries in their heart, no matter where they are or what the circumstances. Sir Alex Ferguson has been central to the development of Manchester United's identity over the past 20 years. Under his leadership, the club has gone from a lost club to a symbol of success, resilience, and a never-say-die spirit. But as we move into 2024, a burning question arises. What remains of that glorious identity? Iconic players have gradually disappeared, and now even Sir Alex himself is no longer an ambassador for the club. This leaves fans wondering, what do they love about this club? Are the values that Manchester United once stood for still intact? The reality is that Manchester United are no longer the team capable of competing for major trophies that they once were. The painful answer is no. The team is lacking world-class stars capable of conquering noble titles like in the glorious period of Cristiano Ronaldo or Ryan Giggs. Even in the recent England squad call-up, this is the first time in nearly 50 years that no player from Manchester United has participated. This clearly shows the worrying decline of a team that was once the pride of the whole country. Old Trafford, once considered a symbol of power and majesty, is now also deteriorating. The bamboo roof of the stadium has leaked. The pitch is often flooded. These images further highlight the decline of an empire that once dominated the Premier League. Many people still say that Old Trafford has its own character, a sacredness that only those who love Manchester United can feel. But now, even those things are gradually being forgotten in the storm of cost-cutting from the Ineos group. With each passing day, the club is facing a harsh reality. Its once greatness is now a distant memory, and its true fans are facing an arduous journey to rediscover the identity that once defined Manchester United. They hope that one day the core values, the pride, and the indomitable spirit will be revived, so that Manchester United can return to the status it deserves. One of the key philosophies that Sir Alex Ferguson applied during his time at Manchester United was not simply complex tactics, but the way he managed and maximized the ability of each player. He once affirmed, if you can let the players perform to their full potential and empower them, they will control the game. They are good enough to do that. It was this mindset that created the success of Manchester United, helping the team win a series of titles without having to rely on a rigid tactical system. The flexibility and fierce fighting spirit that he imparted to the players became the golden key to the resounding victories. The character, instinct, and spirit are the reasons why people love Manchester United. Glory can come and go, but tactical trends are never sustainable. It is that quality that keeps fans coming back. And if you ask them why they still love this team, many will look back to the glorious past, to an undying love. Memories of heroic matches, of the relentless fighting spirit, are deeply imprinted in the minds of every fan of the club. In the current context, with the appearance of Erik ten Hag, a coach from the Netherlands who never really understood the club's identity, Manchester United seems to be gradually losing that very soul. Although ten Hag has tried to build the team in his own way, the reality shows that he is facing many challenges, from connecting players to maintaining the trust of fans. Ineos Group, with its new control, did not hesitate to cut the ambassadorial contract of Sir Alex Ferguson, the living symbol of the club. The move sent a clear message. No one is safe under new management. The departure of Sir Alex, although announced gently, left many fans feeling betrayed. It marked the end of a legendary era and opened a new chapter of skepticism for Manchester United. Eric Cantona, one of the club's legends, could not hide his displeasure when he heard the news. He criticized Ineos' decision, saying Sir Alex deserved more respect. Sir Alex Ferguson can do whatever he wants at the club until the day he dies. It's disrespectful and shameful, Cantona said. He will always be my manager. These words not only showed respect for Sir Alex, but also echoed the hearts of millions of fans who still believe in the values and identity he built for Manchester United. The reaction from fans and the media to Ineos' decision has been equally fierce. Many have criticized it as a disrespectful move to Sir Alex Ferguson, who brought Manchester United 13 Premier League titles, 2 Champions League trophies, and a host of other trophies. The company's decision to cut Sir Alex's multi-million-pound ambassadorial contract is not only seen as a cost-saving measure, but also as a strong statement that the club will not rely on the past to move forward. However, what has many wondering is this the beginning of a new era, or simply a formal way to close the coffin of a hugely successful era for Manchester United, once and for all? With the drastic changes underway, many are concerned that Manchester United will never return to the heights of Sir Alex Ferguson's time. Since retiring in 2013, he has held the role of ambassador and non-executive director at the club. But now his presence at official events will be less frequent. Although he still holds a position on the football board, his influence has been significantly reduced, leaving many feeling the absence of a key figure who has been associated with the club for decades. Ineos' ruthlessness in cutting back even the biggest icons like Sir Alex has left no doubt about the future of the club under their management. Sir Alex's departure is perhaps one of the clearest signs that Manchester United are moving in a different direction from the past. Many fans feel as though a beautiful chapter in the club's history is closing, leaving room for the unknown. Ineos' cost-cutting campaign has resulted in the redundancy of 250 staff, causing widespread discontent within the club, especially as many long-serving staff have had to leave a job they have dedicated their lives to. These cost-cutting measures have not only limited 2 staff cuts, but have also included the abolition of benefits and traditions, such as the suspension of Christmas parties for staff and the cessation of free meals at matches. This has not only reduced morale among those working at the club, but also left fans feeling like a part of Manchester United has been lost. And Manchester United used to be a symbol of the bond between players and fans, where every match was a festival, an occasion for everyone to share joys and sorrows together. But now, with Ineos in charge, many are concerned that the club is losing the spirit and identity that has made them successful. Will the cost-cutting really make Manchester United stronger in the future, or is it just a sign that a giant is becoming a villain in the football world? These questions are hanging over the minds of fans, creating an atmosphere of anxiety and doubt about the way forward for the club they have loved all their lives. Looking at other clubs like Chelsea, it is clear that they do not necessarily need a strong identity to be successful. Before the Russian took over, Chelsea were not a very strong team, and there were no big names standing in their way. The fate of the coaches here is quite similar. If they do not deliver on the pitch, they will be fired regardless of the club's successful past. So the question is, can Manchester United maintain their identity and spirit in this context, or will they follow in the footsteps of other clubs and become a pale shadow of themselves? The players are probably the ones who feel this change most clearly. While Chelsea are free to transform into whatever version they want, Manchester United are struggling with an identity crisis. Previously known for their tight defensive style, Chelsea have now switched to an attractive direct attack. Liverpool, under Jurgen Klopp, have remained unyielding, but their style of play is completely different from the past. Arsenal have also made impressive changes with elegant play, but they are rare exceptions in a rapidly changing football world. For Manchester United, the pursuit of tradition is no longer a top priority. The image of a team that wins everywhere has long since disappeared, giving way to consecutive failures and unconvincing performances. Currently, Manchester United seems to be in a Dutch phase, with a style of play that lacks form and clarity. When fans look back at the glorious past with major trophies and memorable moments, it is impossible not to feel regret. The team that once brought pride and spirit, where victory came from talent and fighting spirit, now seems to be gradually fading in the whirlwind of change. Every match becomes a battle not only on the pitch, but also in the hearts of the fans, who are looking for the light at the end of the road, where the club once shone brightly. Can Manchester United find its identity and strength again, or will it forever be a shadow of itself? This question still hangs in the air, waiting for an answer from those responsible and also the players who are trying to continue writing the story of one of the greatest clubs in the world. If even Sir Alex Ferguson, the man who brought Manchester United to the top, is not retained, the question of the future of the club becomes very serious. Can Manchester United regain its identity and strength, or will it forever be lost in the quest for a new identity? Sir Alex's departure is not just a single event. It is a symbol of profound changes in the way the club is run and managed. When a figure as influential as him is no longer in charge, it raises questions about the leadership and vision that the club needs to recover and grow. In the current context, fans are not only concerned about results, but also about the loss of the culture and core values that Manchester United once represented. It will be difficult to rebuild a strong identity without a connection and respect for what has been built before. A great club is not only defined by its victories, but also by its legacy. The people who have committed themselves and dedicated themselves to wearing the red shirt. If the club continues to be mired in immature decisions and fails to find its own way, the prospect of becoming a faded team without the appeal and identity it once had becomes real. The necessary transformation must be carried out wisely and strategically, not only to regain glory, but also to maintain the values that have made Manchester United history. The big question looms before us. Will there be someone capable of leading the club back to success, or will we see a Manchester United struggling to find its identity amidst constant change and challenge? Time will tell, but hope lives on in the hearts of millions of fans who have never given up on the dream of a glorious rebirth.